What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the La Liga career mode. It's episode number 23. It's the season finale as we end season 3 today, basically needing a miracle. In order to win the title. We've got 3 games to go with 5 behind Barcelona. They've got the better head-to-head record, so really we need to win all 3. Barca need to lose at least 2 of their final 3. So our first game is at home to Cadiz. We'll crack straight on. We can put the pressure on once again and cut it to 2, but really, like I said, it's going to take the worst boss of all time from Xavi's Barca for them to not lift the championship. First game, Cadiz at home, need to win, stay in the title race. Vamos Almeria. Yeah, I'm already thinking about next season and transfers and what we'll need to go again, if you will, after the second straight year of. Could you call it bottling the title? I mean, I'm not sure. Wonderful play by Delafeu, and Gabri Vega makes it 1-0 right from kickoff. Could you call it? Have we bottled the title again? I mean, last season I think you can probably say yeah we did, but this year, I don't know. Probably, if I'm being honest here, because again we were several points clear, just like last season. We just couldn't hold on. So again, maybe you probably could say it. So what we're going to need for next season in order to not do it for the 3rd year in a row. Already thinking about next season's transfers. Because I have a budget of over 100 mil again. I'm sure of it, just like this season. Question is, where do we look to improve in order to win more than just a Copa del Rey? Free kick for Almeria. 8 to go before the break. Still leading by 1. In control. One of those games where I'm not really playing at the fastest of paces. Don't really need to. Like, we're in control, we're not getting pressed high up the pitch, and when we are, it's not with much intensity, so I can just knock the ball around, really conserve energy, and often encourage this. If you're playing in midweek, or if you've got a game midweek and you're playing on the weekend, if you've got a lead, and, you know, you're at home, you're against a weaker side, you're in control, don't go all out, you know, don't keep that finger on the right trigger, and just, you know, constantly burn your players' energy out looking for more goals. If you're in control, and you're in a league where the tiebreaker is head-to-head before goal difference, you don't need to go 2, 3, 4-0 up, really. So just conserve your energy and focus on the following game. If you get a clear-cut chance, try and take it, like right there. But otherwise, don't feel the need to burn your players' energy out when you've got less rest time between games. Just a very small tip there to help conserve players' energy, as Sergio Camelo is denied by an amazing save from Ledesma. And there we go, job done against Cadiz. Wonder Kid CB, by the way. Miranda just put in an amazing block towards the end to ensure we would hold on to the 3 points. His finest hour so far in pro football, I'm sure, but a win for Almeria, and it means to cut the gap to 2 points before Barca play tomorrow. So let's go back to the main menu and we'll quickly process through. Once again, all we can do is do our job, keep the pressure on. It's 5 wins in a row. And for Barca, with the gap cut to 2, will the pressure pay off heading into their game in hand? Okay, that's not what I really needed right now, but okay. No. It's over. It is over. Barca get the job done. 2-1 win away against Villarreal, and it is over. In fact, we might as well process through to that game there against Sociedad, because we'll do the youth player on settled emails first, because if they win that game before we play on the Sunday, that's it. They've won the championship. And it was the Ibrahims and Thomas Orian that won the pro deals. We'll put them all in. Ibrahim and the Saudi Ibrahim, who again has such a low overall. To be fair, his overall is just so low, I might just release him. Sorry, we'll keep him for the squad. And then Oriana as well, same. So I always say, if they're sub 60 overall, the chance of them making it is incredibly unlikely. But you never know. Right, so we'll simulate through to the Sunday, and unless Barca slip up, all they need is 1 point now. 1 point from 2 games to win the championship. It is over, and it's over. They did get the 1 point, but it's over. Because their head record, they have done it. A 4-4 thriller against Sociedad. But it's not enough. It's over. Barcelona, La Liga champions. And if we get just 1 win in our final 2, we'll guarantee to finish runners-up. 1 place finished higher than last year after finishing 3rd last season. But the championship is Barcelona's. Right, penultimate game of the season. Let's just play them both anyway. Try and wrap up 2nd place. Villarreal away from home in our final away day of the season. Vamos Almeria. Let's make it 6 wins in 6. Come on. For those curious, by the way, Yulin can no longer equal the clean sheet record in a single La Liga season, which is 26. You can get to 25 with back-to-back on the final 2 games, but can't equal the record. And again, I get asked all the time, you know, how do you find the motivation to play games like this where there's very little riding on it? if anything at all, really, because granted we could finish in third and not second, but obviously that means nothing really, because it means that we still qualify for the Champions League regardless of whether it's second or third. But it's things like that. It's things like that. You know, look at the individual statistics. You know, look at the team statistics. You know, maybe you're trying to set a defensive record. Maybe one of your players is going for the Golden Boot. Delafeu, for example, is only one clear in the race for the Golden Boot. It's things like that. If you look for a reason to keep on playing and to want to play more games, believe me, you'll find one. For example, Bakayoko's going for the assist title, Delafeu's going for the Golden Boot. So right on cue, 26 minutes in, if I would have simmed this game, this might not have happened, and they wouldn't have one apiece in their specific kind of charts, if you will, trying to win the assist title and the Golden Boot. But now we have Bakayoko an interception, uses that blistering pace, never going to get caught up by the back line there, and offloads to Delafeu for another one as he chases a Golden Boot of goal number 27 this season. If you look for a reason to play, you will find a motivation. Trust me on that. Just got to see these final few minutes out, and that will do it. It'll be 6 wins on the trot, and second place will be guaranteed for Almeria. Highest finish of the save, highest finish in club history. I see you, Ramazani, and this will do it. With the chip, I couldn't execute it. I just can't do it like I used to, man. But even so, 1-0 job done and second place confirmed. And it means that we guarantee the highest finish of the save and guarantee finishing as runners-up as well. Last season we choked it to finish in third. This season, not as bad of a choke, and it's good to know that progression, man. We jumped from third to second. We're getting better. So, yep, final game of the season, nothing to play for. Second is locked up. We'll just try and get Delafeu the Golden Boot, one of Bakayoko or Delafeu the assist title, and try and get Yulin to 25 clean sheets for the season, and end with 7 wins on the trot. Be a nice way to close out the season after last year where we completely tanked it. Final game of Athletic Bilbao in Andalusia. Vamos Almeria. This has been an absolutely awful game. Still tied at 0-0 as Dion wins it back. And, this is scrappy as hell. This is when you know we're just waiting for the season to end, man. This has been an awful game. There's Dedic finds Jared Bowen. What a performance from Jared Bowen on Monday night, by the way. I'm not sure if you guys caught that. I listened to the game at the gym, but first career hat-trick for Jared Bowen. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Like, you wouldn't afford it. But yeah, first career hat-trick for Jared Bowen. I could have sworn he would have had at least one at Hull, if not then during his time at West Ham. But no, first career hat-trick for Bowen. And I was buzzing for David Moyes as well. You know, I've gone on record as saying that for me, he has been one of the most unfairly criticised managers in the modern day Premier League era, if you will. And I was buzzing for him to get a good result there, because I'm not a West Ham fan by any stretch of the imagination, obviously, but I'm a David Moyes fan. I'm not a West Ham fan, but I'm a David Moyes fan. And I was buzzing for him, absolutely buzzing for him. He gets so much criticism, unfairly so in my opinion. And listen, granted, Irons, I know that Arsenal thrashing was embarrassing, one of the worst results in his career. The Forest defeat was poor, but he's got you a European trophy, guys. It could be a lot worse. You lost Declan Rice, which is gutting, but I'd like to think his recruitment to replace him has been pretty solid for the most part as well. I love David Moyes. I'm not a West Ham fan, but I'm a David Moyes fan, and I'll always back him. I was pleased for him on Monday. That should confirm 7 wins in a row to end the season off. And a great way to end the campaign. As Jojo would say, it's just too little too late. It's not going to be a run for the title, sadly, but it does mean we'll finish second, higher than ever before, and we'll take that. Oh, by the way, this will blow your mind if you're a 90s kid like me. But you know who Jojo used to go out with when she was at the height of her stardom, like, 16, 17? Freddie Adu. I did not know this. I looked it up. I saw it on Wikipedia. Jojo used to date Freddie Adu. Now, when you talk about blast from the past, man, wonder kids that never live up to their hype. Maybe not a Cherno Samba-esque sort of wonder kid, being a Millwall fan, that pains me to say. But Jojo used to go out with Freddie Adu. It flew my mind. I did not know that. So in the end, as Celta Vigo beat Barcelona, we will finish below them on the head-to-head ruling, which is gutting. But we only have ourselves to blame. And I said this. Failing to win the title is not because we lost to Barcelona. Failing to win the title is not because we lost to Real Madrid. It's because we lost to Girona. It's because we lost to Getafe. It's because we lost to Real Betis. All three of those teams finished in the bottom half. It's embarrassing. That is why. I know Getafe didn't finish 8th, but even so, that is why we didn't win the title. 5 losses all season long. 3 of which came against teams outside the top 7. So Barcelona champions on the head-to-head record in the end, then they hold us off. We had the best defensive record in the division for the 2nd year in a row, but lowest scorers outside the top 4. I think it's proof right there that as much as we love Deulofeu, we're going to need a new source of goals alongside Gerard as well. Real Madrid finished in 3rd place in the end, 10 points behind us and Barcelona, as we had a record high 2nd place finish with Bilbao, despite the loss to us on the final day, sneaking into the Champions League. Villarreal and Atletico Madrid 5th and 6th, with Valencia in 7th, Getafe, Sociedad and Sevilla wrap up the top 10. The bottom 3 in the end were Girona, who unlike last year couldn't survive on the final day, CD Leganes and our Andalusian rivals Granada as well. Yep, Deulofeu was the Golden Boot winner once more with 28 in 38, so you love to see that, showing no signs of decline despite the fact he's now in his early 30s, just like Toxie boy. He's hitting his prime, baby. And we also saw Camelo in the top 15 as well, 12 this season, but that was it. No one else made it there, and that kind of shows you we do need another source of goals when Deulofeu or Camelo are having an off game. Bakayoko won the assist title there with 14 and 38, so great debut year for him, with Bellingham splitting up what would have been a 1-2-3 for Almeria, but Ramazani and Vega both made the top 6 as well, so you'd love to see that, spreading the ball around nicely in this Almeria side, and Camelo and Timber are also on there as well. And as for the Golden Glove, well, Julen 1 clean sheet short of joining the joint record of 26 in the season, but back-to-back Golden Gloves for Aguirre. What a signing he's been from Bilbao. And we see the team of the tournament there, as Julen did win the Golden Glove and the Goalkeeper of the Tournament award as well. But again, he doesn't get in the team of the season. I don't know why that is. I can't quite work that out. It happens every year for me. My goalkeeper never makes team of the season, even if they've won the clean sheet, Golden Glove title, by a long distance. But so we had 5 representatives in the end. Deulofeu and Bakayoko made it there, rightfully so, as did Martinez and Edgar, the captain for the 2nd straight year. And so it was 4 in the end. Yeah, Edgar for the 2nd straight year, Martinez, Bakayoko, and also Deulofeu as well. Did he win Player of the Season again? If we do one advance, I think we'll find out. Did he win the Player of the Season again? Yes, he did. You love to see it. For the 2nd straight year, he'll be awarded it as Kaka reads his name out. Gerard Deulofeu, back-to-back Player of the Season in La Liga. You love to see it, man, in his early 30s, but taking his game to a totally new level. Yeah, there's similarities between me and Gerard Deulofeu, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. We love you, Deulofeu. Streets will never forget. Streets can't forget. Almeria's number 9. I just spilled some coffee down my top as well. Oh yeah, we're hitting our prime, showing no signs of aging. I've just spilt a bit of coffee down my top. How typical is that? Right, what am I doing? We need to find out who's won what then. So starting with the domestic cups in Spain, where you knew in the Supercopa Real Madrid beat Real Sociedad to win that, and the Copa del Rey was won by, for the first time in club history, Almeria beating Tenerife 4-0 in the final. And again, I get it. I know I beat 2 second-tier sides, but when you think about the 3 teams we knocked out prior to that, I think we deserve a bit of credit. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, okay, granted there were second-tier sides, but, I mean, we knocked out Valencia, we knocked out Villarreal, we knocked out Atletico Madrid in the 3 years prior, and then we beat the second-tier side. So, granted, it was an easy end to the trophy win, but it wasn't to start with. And the Segunda Division, by the way, saw Eibar come out as champions with Espanyol going up alongside them. And the playoffs will be Rayo Vallecano looking for a return after relegation in Season 1, Levante, Sporting Gijon, and also Elche as well. And as for the Europa Conference League, which is, I have to say, like, I wasn't sure about it when it was formed by UEFA, but actually I quite like its competition. Well, in the end, justice for my guy, David Moyes. He's done it again. 2 Conference Leagues in 4 years as West Ham beat Genk in the final. As for the Europa League, well, as you'll see, there are a couple of Spanish sides making it into the last 8 and into the last 4. But in the end, how about this? RB Salzburg shocked the world to beat Real Madrid in the Europa League final 3-2. That's incredible. And as for the Champions League, well, as you know, we made it through the last 16 by beating Leipzig 4-0, but were humbled by Atletico Madrid in the quarters. They themselves went all the way to the final, only to come up short to Bayern Munich. Atletico Madrid and Champions League finals, man. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And we'll do some of the other leagues in European football as well. Starting with the Premier League, where we'll see Man City coming out on top once again, 12 clear of Liverpool. Spurs and Manchester United also wrapping at the top 4 there in the English top tier. Everton down there in 18th place. Is that a premonition? Well, I guess we'll see. Liga, PSG on top, naturally 4 clear of Monaco to win the French top tier. As for the German, well, it was Leipzig who we knocked out in the last 16 in the Champions League, who won the championship for the first time ever, with Bayern, Dortmund and Leverkusen wrapping up the top 4 in Germany's top tier. Inter Milan, Serie A champions, 6 clear of Milan, Lazio in 3rd and Juve in 4th. I love how the Serie A, I swear every single year is a different winner. It's fantastic, man. And let's do a couple more. We do the Eredivisie, where Ajax back on top in the Netherlands, 6 clear of PSV. Eindhoven in the Dutch top tier, and we'll also do the Liga Portugal, where Benfica were champions, 2 clear of Sporting and 3 clear of Porto as well. And I think we'll do a couple more. Let's do the Scottish Premier League, where, oh my goodness, no way! First time I've ever seen it. First time I've ever seen it. Rangers and Celtic, you've been humbled. Aberdeen have won the Scottish Premier League, the first time I have ever seen it. Okay, that's amazing. That's wow. Have you guys ever seen that? Have you guys ever seen that? I've never seen it before. Wow, that's incredible. That's blown my mind. I've never seen that. I've never ever seen that. Besiktas won the Turkish Super League this year, 1 clear of Fenerbahce with Galatasaray in 3rd place. Oh man, that's completely thrown me off, man. Completely thrown me off. And the MLS, it's really only just got started, but Messi's into Miami. A 1 clear in New York City to begin the campaign off. Is Messi still going in this say? We're 3 seasons in now. I'm pretty sure he would have retired. But I'll have a quick look just to see. I know Ronaldo's retired, but is Messi retired? No, he's still going. He's off to a red-hot start with Inter Miami, despite going down to 84 overall now. He's retiring at the end of the year. He's not. He's out of contract at the end of the season. Pop him on the short list, Doxy boy. Let's bring him to Andalusia. I'm kidding. But, wow, how about that? And so we shall end with one final look at the Almeria team at the end of Season 3, where I have to say, we took the biggest step forward of the save, I would say, this year. You know, this is the year where we really added the quality. Arnal Martinez and Gutierrez, 2 new fullbacks. Gabri Veiga coming in from Saudi Arabia, and Bakayoko on the right-hand side. Massive improvements to our first 11 and our first team quality. That was really important to me, going into the Champions League, wanting to be competitive, and we were, reaching the quarterfinals and finishing runners-up to Barca in the race for the Championship, and of course winning our first major honour in club history as well. Miranda came in, great young kid that's developing well as well, and again, you know, during the season, obviously, we mainly did this lineup here, but whether Lopi started or Camelo started, whether Vega was deeper or further forward, we won the majority of our games, and the main reason why is because we added to the first team quality. Yes, there is a lack of quality outside of the bench. There's no doubt about that. And that is important when you're competing for multiple honours, not just one. But for the most part, I thought we took great steps forward this season. And no doubt about it, we've really grown up as a team as this save has gone on. So we know that Sergio Rico's going at the end of the season. One meaningless game for us in the 2 years. But thanks for the mentorship, because he's really helped Aguirre grow his game. He's up 3 ratings this year, Euler now at 25 clean sheets and 38, and 6 in 9 in the Champions League. Quite impressive as well as he continues to grow as a now mid-20s goalkeeper. I don't need to replace him. Like I said, it's not all about the rating. Yes, we could find a more world-class goalkeeper, but as Abdul Wahab, by the way, is an exciting prospect. I don't need to. He's the best goalkeeper in Spain right now based on statistics alone. Centella still grew 2 ratings and is still growing despite losing his place as a starting left-back here to Miguel Gutierrez. So I'm glad that he's going to be staying, because I really like him. I've got no plan to sell Alex as a backup for Miguel. Great pickup though, 21 clean sheets in 34, up 3 ratings, 2 goals and 2 assists as well in 34 La Liga games, and now 86 overall. What a signing he was from Valencia. Ray and Said, oh look at that, up 5 ratings this year. in the Eredivisie PSV. He's coming back, by the way, for the new season. I'm going to try and loan him out once again, so he's third choice here, and he just continues to need the game time. Muhaid, I don't know if he'll stay for next season onwards. He's not really growing anymore. Our fourth choice centre-half now behind Cristobal, Edgar, and Copete as well. I might look to cash in the summer. He's just a squad centre-half, really, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Edgar, though, up 2 ratings. Team of the season, second year in a row. Finally getting those call-ups to Spain. You'd love to see that. 24 clean sheets in 38 games. He's not really growing much anymore, but at 84 overall, 29 years old, the senior, the leader, the captain, and the team of the season, back-to-back centre-half. You'd love to see it. I've given up on Kaiki, guys. I've given up on Kaiki. I don't understand it. I don't understand why this guy's not growing. I must have overestimated his potential. It must be like high 70s. I thought it was like mid 80s. I must have overestimated because he's just not growing at all, which is so frustrating. Copete, though, up 1 rating to 82 overall this season. Not getting much better. Might look for a replacement in the summer, but because we had the best defensive record in the division, again, I don't really need to. I guess we'll see if any deals are available, and especially knowing that Miranda, right behind him, yes, a little less game time, but I like Miranda. Granted, only 4 clean sheets in 19, so it wasn't great when he was on the pitch, but I like him. He's grown 3 ratings. He's only 19 now. He's technically going to become homegrown because he signed him at 18, and I really like him a lot. So, yeah, I don't mind that at all as a backup for Copete, really. Almeria at Palermo's grown 7, the young Saudi centre-half. We were big on this kid, and he's grown really nicely out in Sicily. He's got another year there, so fingers crossed more development next year in Italy as well. Pozo didn't grow this year. Might look for a new backup right back next year for Martinez. If he asks to leave, I'll let him go. Otherwise, don't need to cash, and he's still got another 3 years left on his deal, but I guess we'll see. But a great signing, Arnal Martinez. Played all of our La Liga games apart from 1. He also got a goal as well. Up 3 ratings since coming in from Man City and still getting better at just 23 years old as well. It was gutting to lose Paulo Maffio to PSG, but this guy has been a better fullback. What a replacement he's been. Hassan has grown 6 ratings out in Turkey. Lozano is up 1. As for Guerrero, we signed him from Espanyol as well. He's up by 2 as well. And still getting a little bit better as well, so that's nice to see. If we do sell, to be fair, Muhaid, I can always just convert this guy to CB because we need to get his stats here. He's better as a CB than a CDM in my opinion, but I guess we'll see. Dion Lopi, though, once again had a couple of injuries. That's the only problem with this guy. He does get a couple of injuries here and there, but scored that belter against Atletico Madrid. The only goal he scored this season. I think it's the only goal he scored in the save. It was a belter. A beauty from Dion. No one saw it coming, but I love this guy as an anchor, man. He's not getting much better now. The injuries have really stunted his growth, but I really like him. Up to 80 overall and still staying as a squad player, if not a starter. Sol Bamba, just a squad player. We signed him last season. He might ask to leave in the summer because he doesn't really play, but did get a goal in the Copa del Rey. He's grown 2 ratings, 71 overall. So as a squad winger, if he wants to stay, happy to keep him. Otherwise, I'm happy to let him go. But of course, I'm wary of the fact that we do have some great young talents out of the academy that are growing really nicely. Ibrahim up 8 at Orlando, and Bryce Gomez in the second tier is up 4 to 72 overall. So if Bamba wants to go, I'm happy to recall one of these loan players and just have them for the Resies instead. Quentin Timber up 2 ratings to 83 overall, 6 goals and 2 assists in 32 La Liga games this season. I love this guy as a box-to-box man. I really, really do. So if Dion starts, this guy can move forward. If not, he can sit a little bit deeper alongside Gabri Veiga. Great replacement for Lucas Robertone, this guy. And he might not be quite as impactful, but it's because he plays deeper. I really like him a lot. But Gabri Veiga, what a signing from Saudi Arabia. We said he wasn't settled there, he was out of contract, he wanted to come back to Spain. What a decision to bring him back for a under market valuation deal, because he's worth more than double what we signed him for. We signed him for, I think it was 34 mil, I think it was. He's worth 87.5 now. What an investment to bring Gabri Veiga back. 87 overall. I feel confident if I was to change his position to natural CAM, he'd probably have us, maybe not. He'd probably still stay, well, he'd guarantee to stay at 87 overall, but even so, I like him as a box-to-box. I'm training his defensive stats up, I'm trying to get his low strength up as well. He's got very high stamina. I like him in the CM role and Camelo further forward, but whether he does start CM or CAM, he's just as good. His stats prove that. 11 assists and 9 goals in 40 games this year, averaging a direct contribution to a goal in every 2 games. He also scored a brace in the Copa del Rey final as well. Gabri Veiga, what a pickup from Saudi Arabia. Gui Guedes growing nicely out on loan in the Segunda Division, now up 2 to 75 overall, and Pumau, as we know, is going to Ajax when the window opens. Totally fine with me, as he'll join the Eredivisie champions. champions. Arribas didn't grow at all this year. That really surprised me as well because he played a lot of minutes, 31 games, 7 goals, 5 assists. A lot of his minutes came from the bench as well. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised he didn't grow even 1 rating. That is so disappointing as a backup CAM. Where's the negative here? What's he done wrong? In limited game time, sporadic game time, he's done really well. In my opinion, should have gone up at least 1 or 2. That's a shame, but one of those things. Vasic at Sporting grew a rating this year up to 76 overall. We know this kid's a baller and he needs the game time. I was hoping he might have grown a little bit more, but he's got an extra year there in Lisbon, so hopefully. Half a year, I should say. Hopefully, he'll grow a bit more at the start of next season. Al-Hawi's up 2 at Andorra. Not really growing much, unfortunately. Ibrahim, again, we're going to try and loan him out if we can. But Carrillo, though, this is the biggest wonder kid from the academy, alongside Matteo Martinez. Up 8 ratings. Palermo, man. They are growing my youngsters nicely in Sicily. He's up 8 to 72 overall. This kid is a baller. Absolute baller. Look at his stats already at just 18 years old, man. Absolutely superb. 5-star, 4-star. And he's got another year there in Sicily, so growing really nicely. Ramazani, 6 goals and 10 assists in 36 games this year. You love to see that up 2 to 82 overall. Not sure what his ceiling is now in his mid-20s, but even so, whether he starts next season or he brings someone in and he comes off the bench, he's always going to have a place in this team. We love the Belgium number 7, man. He's fantastic. And as for Melamed, he's not growing at all anymore. 3 goals and 4 assists in 31, but just like last year, not growing at all. I don't know why it says bad form. It's not bad form at all. It's mediocre form. But even so, Melamed might look to cash in the summer. He's still got another 2 years left on his deal, but he's not growing anymore. We got some great youngsters out on loan. I might look to cash in and bring back one of the youngsters, including Mahmoud Ahmed, the Algerian winger, who's back, I believe, in the summer. Or is it January? It's the summer. We'll see. But Bakayoko, great debut year coming from PSV. 9 goals and 14 assists as he won the assist title in La Liga in 38 games. Absolutely brilliant this season, up 3 to 85 overall. What a signing he was from PSV. I know he's very overused this year, guys. I get it, but I've never used him before. So really excited to give him a go the first time. And I see the hype, man. The stats speak for themselves. And he's still growing at just 23 years old. We'll try and loan out Orellana as well. But Delafeu up 2 to 83 overall. 32 years old. Showing no signs of decline. Back-to-back Golden Boots. Back-to-back Player of the Year. What did I just say? Showing no signs of decline? EA, I don't understand this. I really don't. How are you going to start to downgrade this guy from now? What's he doing wrong? What's he doing wrong? I don't understand. He's back-to-back Player of the Season. He's only 32. Why are you downgrading him? 28 goals and 13 assists in 38 games. 5 in 6 in the Champions League. 2 in 4 in the Copa del Rey. Why are you downgrading him? He's not doing anything wrong. But maybe it means we'll need to look for a long-term successor. We knew we'd have to sooner rather than later. And it seems like my hand is kind of forced now. I think we need to look for a long-term successor in the summer. Because by the time the new season starts, he'll be down to 82 overall. Fuming though, absolutely fuming. Why are you downgrading him? Look at those stats, they're video game type of numbers. That's ridiculous. But for Sergio though, 18 goals in 44 games, including a perfect 5 in 5 in the Copa del Rey. He was crucial to our run to the final and to win it as well. Camelo was great in the Cup this year, and whether we played him CAM or striker, he was fantastic with 12 goals and 6 assists in 33 games. And like I said, for next season, I've got a decision to make. Do we start Sergio as our out-and-out striker, or do we drop him to CAM? In my opinion, with the short pass stat, with the long shots, with the vision, with the ball control, I personally think that's where he'd be at his best. But I guess we'll think about it in the summer. But Camelo, though, more minutes this season. He asked for them, he got them, and he performed when he was given the game time as well. And as for Milovanovic and Marciano, mine look to cash in the summer. And Rashad, as we know, is probably going to go at the end of the loan spell to Levante. Yeah, he's just been approached there, so he's going to go to Levante on a permanent deal. As Matteo Martinez, the young wonder kid with 93 to 94 potential, up 7 at Modena in Italy. You love to see that as well. The youngsters growing nicely, particularly Italy. I've got to send my kids to Italy, man, because they grow really nicely in that country. But that will do it for the end of Season 3 and the season finale as well, guys. I want to say a massive thank you for watching the finale and the season and the save as a whole, guys. If you're enjoying them, please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And we'll return in the next season with the summer transfer window, where we'll be looking to defend our Copa del Rey, win our first ever La Liga, and go all the way in the Champions League as well. I'll leave leave you with Almeria's first ever open-top bus parade. First time in club history they've won a major honour, but what do great teams do? They don't rest. They celebrate, but they keep things in perspective. There's more to be won in the future, and that's what we're targeting next year. Bottled La Liga 2 years in a row. I'm not going to let it happen again next season. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all. Thank you for watching Season 3 and the finale and the save as a whole. And I'll see you for a brand new season where the summer window will open as we'll begin Season 4 at the Powerhorse Stadium in Andalusia very soon.